guys, so I am live streaming today. I made plans to do weekly live streams every Thursday night at 7:30. This is going to be my new thing to be performing on a regular basis. So gain some new fans, put on a free show for whoever wants to watch, and it's something I'm really excited about. First show is today, and I am not ready. I don't feel ready. I don't look ready. I was supposed to have a twist out, and I took it out yesterday, and it wasn't fully dry after like almost 2 days of having it in. So this morning when I got up, I retwisted everything and used the blow dryer, and hopefully it will be dry for later. I've never done a same day twist out before, but we can only pray. I still have some equipment I need to put together, putting together, how everything is gonna lay out with my computer and interface. I have a monitor that I'm gonna use for OBS, lighting. I have to get my microphone from my mom's house still. It is now 3:48, which means I have less than 4 hours, which to me seems like a long time, but also doesn't. Part of me in my mind is saying like, I'm doing all of this stuff to get ready, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna just be like, no, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. I'll start next week, and that's fine. But I don't want to keep having excuses for not doing things. I don't want to keep being afraid of messing up and to just not do it instead. Because I've done that too many times, So for every excuse I will have a solution instead of a problem. The basic things, my songs. I have my songs lined up. I have everything loaded into the computer for the backtracks. All I really need to do for that is sound check. Not all of these songs are at the same level, and I won't be singing at the same level for everything. So I just need to run through my set list and adjust the levels of each track to match the level my voice will be at. Not to match it, but to go with it, I have to go get my microphone. But I think at this point, so that I don't put too much on myself and also make sure that I still follow through, I'm gonna just keep it at the priority level. So my hair is a priority. I don't even like doing this video like this in my hair. This is like the in-between state. It doesn't look terrible, but it's so 2, sound check, making sure I get the microphone and doing sound check. 3, I was going to do multi-platform streaming on YouTube and Twitch. For today, I might just do YouTube because that requires like setting up more things, and if I have time to do that, I will, but I don't know. All right, so time to start really putting things together. So part of my idea was to use this projector to create like a cool background or some cool visuals to match the vibe, but I don't think this one is strong enough to really be seen on camera the way I want it to, which really sucks because I have like this very specific visual in my head. Maybe next time. We just need to get started. That's the most important thing today, is to do it. To get started and to do it and to set up a pattern of what I need to do. So I have a few things set up. So I have a couple of ring lights here, monitor, laptop, wires, interface, all that stuff. And then my couch, which then I put it's mostly gonna be in this corner of the couch. So, okay, now I'm gonna be off to visit my mom to grab my microphone and stand out of storage. Just realized it is 90 degrees outside, so this is gonna suck a little bit. But at least she doesn't live too far. Should be okay. Got my mic. Yeah. I have no idea what's going on with this and why it keeps like connecting and disconnecting. So I hear the sound. What is it that's loose enough to do that? Now time for a sound check. Yeah. I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectations. Oh no, I can only say one thing at a time, but my mind stop racing past the line. Even in my dreams, rest my body, but my mind doesn't sleep. And I know I'm just overthinking.
One eternity later.
So what's the next day? I didn't make it. There were so many problems that were happening with the audio and the video. Problems that I was like solving. I was like, okay, this problem. Okay, good. This is working now. Okay, now this problem. Okay, great. Now another problem. So it got to be like past 8 o'clock, and I figured like at the point where it would be maybe 8:30, you know, I could have everything fixed. And at that point, I would take out my hair, warm up my voice, get dressed, do all the things, and then start streaming. But I figured it would just be better for me to put the stuff away, eat dinner, and call it a night, and then try to solve the rest of the issues in the morning. I'm gonna do another sound check. The last audio problem I feel like I did fix, so I'm gonna start doing that. Also, something that worked out in this way, I had these inner ear monitors that I got for this, that I was going to use while live streaming so that I didn't have to wear my big studio headphones. But the only issue is it wouldn't work with this small jack, and I had to get this adapter for it. Now the adapter came in the mail this morning, so yay, now I get to use it for tonight, and it's gonna be pretty cool. To left. These are a little bit tricky to put on. I have to practice putting them in. Cool. So now I'm hearing some latency in the microphone. It's just another issue that pops up. I'm still late on. My vocals are coming in super delayed, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't understand what is wrong.
4 hours later.
I think I might have figured something out. Okay, so I'm kind of excited. So for a lot of times, I was like looking it up online and like using ChatGPT, which a lot of times I need to stop doing. This isn't going into the video. A lot of times I need to stop doing ChatGPT because it's just giving you any kind of information that's wrong. It was telling me to go into the audio settings, to the advanced audio settings, and to put the sync offset of milliseconds onto my vocals. I said my vocals are late. It said, all right, put a sync offset of like 100 or 200 or whatever on it. I'm like, that's not doing anything. It's not helping. I go to Google and try to look it up, and people are saying add it to the music source, which obviously it's going to add the delay to the music source. So now the music is delayed, which matches my vocals. So I added 200 milliseconds to that. Now my voice is like slightly too early. So now I just gotta like tweak it down just a little bit until it like, I'm so close. I'm so close. Hold on. Last thing, I did it at, I think 350. See? I think. Oh, it sounds so good. I mean, my voice doesn't sound great. I'm not warmed up, but the timing. Oh, yes. Okay. So it sounds great. On time. Now I just need to make sure the levels of the volume are all good, which that should be very easy. That should be easy. I need to keep remembering to look into the camera. Already.
1 week later.
Hi, it's Thursday, April 23rd, and since it's Thursday, I'll be doing another open mic. I did my first one last week, and this time I just wanted to improve on some things. To improve the vibe, I'm going to be using some twinkly lights to make it a little more chill, a little more warm. I'm also going to use a colored light bulb to try to enhance that warm feeling. I also got some candles, but they didn't come in the mail yet, so that's probably gonna just be for next week. I also had some issues with the connection. It was buffering a bit last time, so I'm going to use an Ethernet cable. My laptop doesn't take an Ethernet cable, but I do have this adapter that goes to it, so yeah. All right, so time to set up, warm up, and get started. Much better. Now for the rest. I can only say one thing at a time, but my mind won't stop racing past the line. Sometimes it's even in my dreams. Rest my body, but my mind doesn't sleep. And I know I'm just overthinking my troubles when others have more, but I've got way too much worry to add on, keeping score.